everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I'm filming from my pottery. This is where I have spent most of my time the last week. Been doing some creations, you can see them here. They're waiting to dry at the moment. I'm so ready for fall and to cozy my home up a bit. So that's what I'm sharing with you today. I have 3 full decor DIYs for you. I have them in my kitchen, but you can have them anywhere in your home, I'm sure. So stay tuned for this. For my first fall DIY, I will make simple picture frames. I found a beautiful fall picture online. Then I wrote a few sentences about my fall and I enlarged it, picked a font that I liked. I picked Safino and made it in white so it will show. And the second one, I took another picture of a pumpkin spice hot chocolate, and then I picked a recipe of just that same font and in white here as well. And these are the frames that I have been gifted by my neighbor. Beautiful, I love them as they are. I will just clean them up a little bit, and now I'm just taking the backing off just to insert my printed fall picture. Clean the glass a little bit, and that picture is slightly smaller, as you can see, so I decided to cut off all that white that is showing, and then I will use the black thicker piece of paper that was already in that frame. I will use that as a backdrop like that. So I center it, then I take some tape and double fold it and put it on the back of my printout like that. Just press it down so it will stay in place, and then I just put the backing on again. Simple as that. And I do the same with the other frame. And here you can see both of them. You will see at the final reveal where I have placed them. And now on to DIY number 2, and I will make a clock. I have this round piece of glass with a hole in it right in the center, like you see here. It has been part of a cheese platter that I actually used the handle to my pumpkin in my previous video. So I have printed out a clock face and just place it underneath that piece of glass. And now I have taken some gold and a tiny bit of black in it to make it a little bit darker, not too shiny. And I just fill out the numbers. I noticed that the number 4 is actually here written in Roman letters with 4 eyes, and I'm more familiar with 1 eye and V, so I will go back and actually write 1 eye and a V, the last thing I do here. And I applied 2 coats to my clock face. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs. I do thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, and I even do some pottery and some painting. Anything creative really. Please join me. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and join my YouTube family. Now it's the next day and I have found a fabric. It used to be a curtain and has been a table runner as well. Now it is stained, so I decided to use it for my fall clock. So I will glue it onto the glass. So I have a test piece of glass here. Just take a piece of fabric like that, and I will test 2 different kind of glues. This is more or less like a Mod Podge. I have some wood glue and I've diluted it with some water, and on the other side I will take glue spray. Just press it down and let it sit for a couple of hours. This is how the clock face looks like. Beautiful. Turn it upside down now, not to scratch off any of the numbers, like that. And now that piece has dried and it looks good, either glue actually, and it holds well. So to simplify my job, I will choose the glue spray. But first I'm cutting a piece of that curtain to size. I want that autumn garden to show in the center of my clock. So I line it up just to make sure it fits. Then I take my glue spray, spray it across, and I have some stripes there, and I make sure that line, that's mid-line, just lines up with the 12 and the 6, so it will be straight. And I keep on flattening it a little bit to make sure I have no wrinkles. And then I set it aside to dry for a couple of hours. And here I am after a couple of hours, trimming off the excess fabric. Looks good already. And I could easily stop here, but I will go in with my braided jute ribbon, and I will put it on the edge of my clock like that, and I just attach it with some hot glue. The clock mechanism is in place. Tighten the screw, and now the clock hands will be placed like so. And I bought my clock mechanism with the clock hands, different kinds, at Amazon. And it all depends how thick your clock face is, what kind of clock mechanism you should choose. I will link one down in my description box if you are interested. Now on to the third and final DIY. I will make a trash to treasure pumpkin, and I have some toilet paper rolls for that. And I start out with cutting my template, a form of a leaf, and I use that to cut the rest the same size. And I started out with 10 leaves, and I ended up using 11 actually. I had to cut one more at the end, you will see. So cutting them to size like that, and here I have a bunch of them, and now it's time to glue them together like I've done here. I've started just with the help of some hot glue, and this will become the skeleton of my pumpkin. For my pumpkin, besides those toilet paper rolls, I will use air dry clay and a twig from the garden as the stem of the pumpkin. And in the end I will paint it with acrylic paint. Time for the air dry clay. I worked it in my hands a bit to warm it up and make it more flexible, and then I rolled it out very thin, and now I am covering my pumpkin with it. Just press it together, working with a wood tool that I use for my pottery as well. Just blending the seams and accentuate the grooves. I have a little patch there that was not covered, so I take another piece, roll it out, and take a big enough piece and put it on top and blend it together with my wooden tool. Like that. And now it's time for my stem, and I have chosen a tiny piece of witch hazel that I love so much, so whimsical. Now I have rolled out a thin coil and place it around the stem to secure that stem even more, and I have curled it as you see here, and where it touches the clay I blend it in with the clay on the pumpkin just to hold it in place. Do the same here with another coil. Blend it, curl it, and blend it where it touches the pumpkin. Looking good. And the last piece that I'm rolling out here is for the leaves. Just cutting out leaf-like pieces, mark them a little bit on the top so it looks like veining on the leaves, and then I put them in place and blend them in so they stay in place. Now I'm going in with a paintbrush and some water just to smooth out the surface and blend the seams even more, and that will prevent the clay from cracking while drying. And then I set it aside to dry overnight, and now I'm back here starting to paint, and I have chosen a dark orange. I have mixed red and yellow and a tiny bit of black to have that moody orange color, and I applied 2 coats as a base coat. Now I'm putting on a green base coat on the leaves, just mixing some blue and some yellow to get that green that I want. And now I'm putting a lot more black in my orange to create a brown color for the stems, the curly swirly bits. And once I'm done with the base coating, I set it aside to dry for a little bit. Looks like this, and now I'm going to put shades and highlights on the leaves and the pumpkin itself, just playing with lighter colors and darker shades to create some dimension. Same on the pumpkin here, going in the grooves with some darker color, more brown orange. If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing. Maybe share with a friend and hit that like button as well. It will help my channel to grow, and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. My aim is to upload 1 video per week. Now I'm going in with the sponge with lighter colors, a lighter orange, yellow, and even some white in some places. And I'm just dabbing away until I am happy with the result, both on the leaves and the pumpkin itself. And then I set my cute little pumpkin aside to dry overnight. And this is how it turned out. I love my cute little pumpkin. Tell me what you think. I have better lighting here, that's why I'm showing it to you right here. I have it in my kitchen and I will show you where I have put it. Right here beside my beautiful frames. Down here. And I will read to you what I have written about my fall. Long walks in nature, an abundance of colors everywhere, high crisp air, deep breaths, thick sweater, hat and gloves to keep me warm, snuggling up on the couch with pillows and throw blankets, sweet cats curling up beside me, hot chocolate to warm me up, and the fireplaces crackling, giving me both physical and visual warmth. Romantic film for more cozy vibes. Cozy, cozy, cozy is my fall. And here is my pumpkin spice hot chocolate recipe. Looking yummy, I think. So tell me, what do you think of my creations today? Did you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. But before you comment, let me show you how the wall clock turned out as well. And here it is up on the wall, looking beautiful. Autumn garden. I'm happy with the result. Tell me what you think. If you enjoyed this video and want more inspiration straight away, just hit that DIY playlist icon appearing on the screen right here. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.